Mr. Madam Speakers, on the world where your entire economical state can determine whether or not you'll get the education that you deserve. In a world where financial state of someone can mean the successfulness of, or the failure not of an individual, a term such as scholarship are very important resource. In our time, getting a scholarship to continue your education can mean a brighter and better future for your future generations. It is a resource that necessary and important for someone that economically in needs in order for them to achieve a brighter education and economical state. In the status quo, the level of education means an entire different opportunity. More and more company or workplace seeks employee that have a high level of education. Even almost 70% of company in this year in Indonesia demand their worker to at least finish their college. People that have a huge load on their financial necessity don't have the capability to continue their study because of the lack amount of money that they have at our time. The basis of whether or not someone can receive a scholarship are upon various criteria, such as academic merits, athletic skills, financial needs. We believe that the basis of getting granted scholarship should be only focused on mainly on their financial necessity. You might be asking, what bad things that will happen if we don't do this type of term? There will be a couple of bad things. There will be three bad things. First of all, there will be an unfairness level of achieving the scholarship. You know, for now that people focus more on the skills, on the ability of someone to obtain scholarship. Well, some people have more times to spend on focusing on their achieving a better accolades for their futures, while the other have to help their family to continue even further. This is such a bad terms of using. Some people can even attend on extra learning, and some people cannot even attend on school. This is such a bad terms of giving scholarship. We need to focus more on the financial necessity of people instead of just their talent or instead of just how good they are right now, because not a lot of people have the same amount of chance, and not all people have the same start for their bright futures. Second of all, a lot of smaller chance of people that's financially in needs to achieve scholarships. Why did I say such a thing? People that financially in needs doesn't achieve the same amount of chance to achieve scholarship than the people that are not financially in needs. Why is that? Based on Indonesia Wikipedia on education, in 2020, only 15% of the total Indonesia scholarship are being received by the people that is economically in needs. Only 15%. This is such a bad things to happen. The other terms are being used for athletic skills, academic merits, and many other such as the diversity and inclusion. Mr. Madam Speakers, 15% are only being used for people that really needs this type of thing. Why is this still a thing? And third of all, a chance of raising the amount of unemployed people. Why did I say such a thing? Because we know, based on my fact, that 70% of the total company demand their worker to at least finish college. How can they finish college when they doesn't even have the money to enroll on school from the get-go? We believe that if we continue on this, we are in Indonesia. We have one of the most crowded country in the world. Our population are increasing by 15% every year, while our job doesn't increase as fast as this. We only have increase on 3% every year. Who will get the bad terms is the people that doesn't have the level of the education as high as others. It's the people that doesn't have the financial that are needed to complete their school. These people would not even have a chance to enroll on any job whatsoever. Our goal is to grant these people that are economically in needs to have more chance through their education, so they can achieve a better future for themselves, their family, and their society. We stand here for people in needs, for education, and for job chances. Our mechanism: people that can achieve scholarship are the one that their family are in needs. They have to be 15 or maybe 20% lowest economical state of the country itself. They will have to fill a form of how much their family makes in years, and their answer will be determined by our economic expert. People that financially fulfill the criteria will be granted a chance of enrolling on our full scholarship for their education. They will be granted the scholarship. First of all, the main focus is for the people that are financially in needs, but they need to be choose on who will achieve this scholarship first and who will not. This will be determined by their talent or music, sports, or maybe other things, and their accolades, and also on their education merit. So that doesn't have to go against people that are better in financial, but they have to go against the same people that have the same situation as them. The scholarship vary on one, education only, an education only, and two, education on simple life needs, education and simple life needs, and this will be considered by our researchers on economic expert. So, Mr. Rafiq, I have one argument to talk about: the necessity of scholarship for education. Indonesia is a developing country with a huge amount of population. We are the fourth most crowded country in the world. Meaning that if we keep on this going and we doesn't give these people the same chance as the people that have the capability to continue on their life, to continue on their job, then we are giving less chance of successfulness for these people that are in needs. We believe that we should completely cut this with our way of giving scholarship, and we should only focus on financially necessity people, especially on our country, such as we are the country that are still growing. We need a lot of a better future. We need a lot of talent that are growing with us. If we just waste this talent for the amount of people that can enroll on school with a scholarship, these people that need scholarship to even show the talent to the world, their talent will be wasted, and we will waste a lot of future generation. Second of all, a lot of people that can attend school without scholarship take the chance of the one that can. Why did I say such a thing? You will say something about, oh, if they are not as smart, or if they doesn't have the same accolade as these people, then they doesn't deserve this type of scholarship. We will say no. Why is that? Because they have different start, Mr. Wana speakers. One people can have a lot of free time. They can use the free time to study, to train and everything else. Why the other people have to help their family to gain more money for them to continue their life in the futures. We believe that this type of people have the same start. And not only that, there's also people that can still enroll in extra learning on, for example, they can get an extra teacher for them to teach them in home, and some people can even hire a personal trainer for them in the future. We believe that they doesn't have the same amount of shot that you have as people that are financially in need. Can you imagine? You are struggling to even keep up with everyone around you, that have the same amount of capability, that have the same amount of financial necessity, and now you have to go against these people that have the capability to go into a place and get an extra teacher. Can you imagine? You are learning by yourself. You are trying to achieve the same amount of scholarship. You are fighting against these people that have a lot more economical necessity, that have a better economical life than you. But you have to go against these people just in order for you to have a brighter future. What will you feel? What will you think about your government itself? Why do we say that they have a different start? Because from the very start, some of them doesn't even have the capability to even enroll on schools, and some of them can without any scholarship, but they still choose to enroll in scholarship and take the chance of these people that cannot even enroll in school. And that is why we believe that we should save our future generation, and we should save our future talent from going against this type of situation. And that is why, Mr. Ahmad, because we are so proud to propose this motion. Thank you.